Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Zoe. Today we're going to be doing a makeup declutter. I really realized lately that I have way too much makeup and I don't get use out of half of it, so I thought it'd be a really good idea to go through and see what I'm actually using and versus what's kind of being wasted. All my products are either bought by myself or sent to me, and decluttering doesn't mean that I'm not grateful for the items that were sent to me. It's just it feels like such a waste sitting in my drawer and not being used. I think this whole stereotype around having a ton of makeup and having to try every single thing on the market is kind of a waste in general. The makeup community is really oversaturated with products right now, and obviously there are a lot of really great products, but I mean, we can't try them all, right? So yeah, as a disclosure, the items that I am not keeping in this video, I will be giving to family and friends. Any items that are unopened or unused will be donated to the local shelter. Today I'm going to be getting rid of highlights, bronzers, blushes, and lip products. So this is the part one of the video. In part two, I'm going to be decluttering eyeshadow palettes, face palettes, and single eyeshadows because I do have a lot of those and I think the video would get really long if I did all of them together. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're gonna start with lipsticks and lip products. I really only use like 4 of these, so this is where I really want to be picky and kind of pick which ones I'm really going to get use out of and which ones I'm not going to. So right off the bat, I know I love the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. I use this almost every day. I really like the MAC Velvet Teddy. I feel like it's a really classic color, and I use that a lot when I'm going out. I really like this Marc Jacobs one. It's a nice like coral nude for summer. It's in the shade In the Mood. Let's see. This one's discontinued, but I really like the shade. It's a Fiona Styles lipstick. And this is in the shade Yumio. Let's see. I don't really wear liquid lipstick anymore. They're just too drying and they don't wear very well on me. Although I do like this shade, I'm still going to pass on that. Let's see here. This is hard. Okay, so this I don't use at all. There's nothing wrong with it and I like it. I just don't pick it up. So for that reason, I'm going to get rid of it. These were gifted to me by Bite Beauty. I really like the formula, but this color is too mauve for me, and I really don't wear red, so I really like to stick to one red, so I'm going to pass both of those along. I really like this NARS lip gloss. They're really comfortable, so I'm going to keep this one. Okay, so these two I literally bought because I'm obsessed with Blake Lively, and that was a really dumb reason to purchase them because I don't think I would ever use these colors. This one's like a hot pink. I don't ever see myself wearing that, so I'm gonna get rid of that. And I don't know what shade this one is. Okay, so this one looks like a true red. I think I might actually keep this one just so I have at least one red lipstick. But I'm only going to keep it to one because I rarely ever wear red lipstick. Let's see what color this is. Okay, so it looks pretty gross, but I really like this nude, so I'm going to keep this one by Bite. This is in the shade Musk. Let's see, this is a Bare Minerals Moxie lipstick. Again, this color just doesn't look like something I'm going to wear, so I'm going to get rid of that one. This is a Bite like prep for your lips. I guess the idea behind it is you're supposed to put it on before you put your lip product on, but I never use it and I honestly don't like it very much, so I'm going to get rid of that. Let's see. These NYX soft matte lip creams I really like, but this color is a bit too brown for me, so I'm going to get rid of that one and keep this one. This one's in the shade SML CO2 Stockholm. Let's see. Okay, so this is my favorite lipstick of all time. This is the Bare Minerals Moxie lipstick in Take Charge. It's like the perfect nude for me, and of course they discontinued it, and this is how disgusting it looks, so I think it's time for me to say goodbye to that one, even though it really stinks because I can't replace it. I don't really wear this lip gloss. Again, it's just kind of like too brown for my lips, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. Let's see, what shade is this? Okay, so this is another red that's really deep. Again, I'm only keeping one red lipstick, so I'm gonna get rid of that one. This is a double-ended bite lipstick, so let's see what colors. Okay, so that is like hot pink with gold flecks in it, and that is hot pink, so I'm never going to wear either of those colors. I don't think I've ever even used this, so I'm gonna pass that on. Oh, this one's hard because it's kind of a red. Let's see. For me, in my book, that's like a reddy nude, so I'm actually going to keep this one, even though I don't really wear this type of formula very often. It is nice to kind of just at least have one. So I think I'm going to keep this one. Let's see here. This is a Rimmel Nude lipstick. I actually think this one's really comfortable. This one's in Naughty Nude. I just have so many other nude lipsticks, and this is too similar to some of the ones I'm keeping, so I'm gonna get rid of it. This is actually an Ulta Beauty lipstick, and I thought the color was super unique. It's kind of like a berry tone red, and for that reason, I'm gonna keep it just because I don't have anything else like that. This is an Anastasia lip gloss. This is in the shade Undressed. I really like this one, but as you can see, it's kind of getting old, which is really gross, so I'm actually going to toss this one. And then what I have left is just this NYX lip liner. I only keep one nude lip liner, and I use it for all my lipsticks, so I am going to be keeping this one. So I think I did a really good job. These are the ones I'm going to get rid of. And then these are the ones, okay, and these are the ones I'm going to be keeping. So I think I did really good in this category. I know it's going to be a lot harder for me to do my highlights, bronzers, and blushes because I'm really attached to those, but we're going to head into that next. So now I can keep all the lip products that I'm keeping in one drawer, so I think I did a really good job, like, consolidating this area, and it feels a lot better and more organized, and I feel like I'll actually get use out of the products that I love now because it's not so cluttered. Okay, so this is the highlighter section that I have. These are my highlights. This section is really hard for me to part with, but after putting them all together, it's really easy to see that a lot of the colors are very similar, so I don't need to keep all of these. Okay, so these Marc Jacobs Dewdrops in Fantasy are new to me. I really like the packaging, I really like the color, and I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of it in summer when I'm more tan, so I'm going to keep that. Let's see. This Laura Geller palette I actually have really been liking. I like that you can use 3 different colors, so I am going to be keeping this one. This one's pretty new to me as well. This is actually a primer by Becca. It's the Backlight Priming Filter. It has really good reviews. I just never reach for it, and I really don't use primers, so I'm going to get rid of that. Let's see. Okay, so this Becca highlight is actually really meaningful to me because they actually sent me this, and it was actually limited edition at that time. This is the shade Golden Mint. I actually haven't used it just because I really don't want to mess up the engraving, but it's really cool. On the back, before this became public to everyone, it actually has the lab sample number on it. I think that's really unique, and I was really proud to have my first like PR package sent to me with this in it, and along with a note and a lip gloss. So I am going to be keeping this because it does mean a lot to me. Okay, so this I got in a sample kit at Sephora. This is like supposed to be a liquid highlight by Milk. One, I don't understand why it came clumpy like this, and two, I haven't ever used it because you can't get it out of the top. There was a roller ball there and I took it out and I did try it, but I don't like it whatsoever, so I'm going to get rid of that. This Wet n Wild Gold Bar highlighting palette is nice, but again, I don't use it. I have other gold highlights, so I'm going to get rid of that. Let's see. So this is like a sample highlight that I haven't used. It's kind of a pinky tone, but I think I'm going to keep it just because I don't have anything else like it. This is e.l.f. Liquid Highlight. This one actually is a really good dupe for the Becca liquid highlights, so if you want to save some money, I would definitely go for these and it'll last you a long time, but again, I just don't use it. And for that reason, I'm going to pass it on. Let's see here. So I do have a lot of these Becca minis. Let's see what, okay, these are the same shades, these two. This one's pretty used and abused, so I'm going to get rid of that one. These two I am going to keep even though they're in the same shade. They're in the shade Opal. It's my most used highlight, and I like to have the minis to bring along for travel. Let's see. So this is a Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector liquid highlight. I never use it. I don't like the applicator at all, so I'm going to get rid of it. Here, this is the Master Chrome highlighter by Maybelline. I really like this one for gold highlight. And it's such a big pan, I feel like I'm never going to run out of it, so I'm going to keep that one. This is hard. Let's see. The Essence Nude one I really like for like natural days, and it's actually one of my favorite highlighters, so I'm going to keep this one. For Becca liquid highlights, again, I just don't reach for them because it takes a lot longer for me to blend those, so I'm going to pass those on. Let's see here. This one's really hard for me to give up because I really like the color. It's kind of like a peach gold color, but again, like usually I'm not tan enough to wear it. And I feel like I probably have a similar shade in one of my highlighting palettes, so I'm going to pass that one along. I'm not even sure what this is. I haven't used it in so long. It looks like an e.l.f. liquid highlight, but it's like literally separating, so that's gross. I'm going to get rid of it. And so this is a Bobbi Brown highlighter. I think this one's just really pretty, and it's very subtle when it's actually on your face. It looks really metallic and intense, but once it's on the cheeks, it's actually very subtle, so I really like that one. So this is the pile that I'm going to be getting rid of, and then all of this I am keeping. So I think I did pretty good. It's about half and half. Okay, so these are my blushes. I definitely don't have a lot of these because I definitely declutter them a lot. Sometimes I don't even wear blush, and sometimes I do, but I still kind of want to go through this because I know I don't get maximum use out of all of these. Okay, so this blush is really nice. It's Wet n Wild. It's kind of like a peachy gold color. It kind of reminds me of a dupe for like the NARS Orgasm palette, but again, I just don't get much use out of it, so I'm gonna pass it on. This one is an e.l.f. blush. This shade specifically really reminds me of the Orgasm blush by NARS. It's like the same exact shade. And I think they kind of tried to dupe it by the packaging as well, so it's very similar. This one's in the shade Twinkle Pink. As you can see, it kind of has a gold glitter to it with a hot pink base. I do like to use this one a lot, so I'm going to be keeping that one. So this is a NARS Duo Blush. It's in the shade Craving. So when you open it up, it looks like this. I actually don't use this side for anything because I don't like it, but this side I use as a blush, and it's actually a really nice like nude color, and it looks a lot more peachy when it's on the cheeks. So I really like to use that side, but once the side's up, I will be getting rid of it because the other side just doesn't suit me for anything. So this is a Too Faced blush. It has 3 strips on it. This one's really nice because you get 3 different colors in it and you can mix it all together to get another color. I do use this one a lot even though it doesn't look like it, but I am going to be keeping this one. This one is a blush trio. I really like the colors in this one. However, these pan sizes are really small, as you can see, compared to my finger. It's really hard to get a brush in there, and I think that's its biggest flaw. I mean, the packaging is beautiful. I like the colors, but I just wish these were either bigger pans so I can fit my brush in there. For that reason, I just don't use it because I can't fit a brush in there, so I'm going to be getting rid of that. And these are 2 Becca highlights. So this one is in the shade Snapdragon. This is actually one of my favorite blushes. It looks very intense and pigmented in the pan. But this one, when it's dusted on the cheeks in summer, it looks like you kind of got sunburnt and like you've been sitting out in the sun. So I like to put this on my cheeks, a little bit on my nose, because that's where the sun naturally hits your face. So for this one, I'm definitely keeping. This Becca highlight is in the shade Flower Child. This one's a very pretty pink with the gold overlay. Now that I'm looking at it, it's actually very similar to this e.l.f. one, but it is a little bit deeper. For me, they are really similar, so I feel like I should only keep one. And I really like the Becca formula, so I'm actually going to get rid of the e.l.f. one and keep that one. This is the pile of the ones I'm keeping, so I'm only keeping 4 single blushes, and I'm going to be getting rid of 4 single blushes as well. So again, it's 50-50. We're doing good so far. Okay, the next category is bronzers and contour. I do have a lot of bronzers and contour, so I really kind of want to go through it and pick out what I really do love. These are all Smashbox step-by-step contour sticks. As you can see, these 2 shades are warmer and these 2 shades are cooler. I actually really love these sticks. I like to rub it on my beauty blender and pat it onto my face. They are a cream formula and I think they blend really nicely and look very natural. So I'm going to be keeping all of these. This is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Sheer Sun Serum Bronzer. This too is like a liquid bronzer, so you put it onto your beauty sponge and then you pat it onto the face. I really like this one, especially for summer. It kind of just makes you look like you're sun-kissed, so I'm going to be keeping that one. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I really love this bronzer. It's a really great drugstore bronzer because I find a lot of the drugstore bronzers are too orange, and I really like the smell of these ones. As you can see, this one's very well loved, and it's getting pretty old now, so I am probably just going to get rid of it, but it is a really great bronzer. This Milani bronzer is nice. I know a lot of people really raved about this one. It looks very beautiful in the packaging. However, when I put it on my face, as you can see, I don't know if you can see in the viewfinder, let's see. It is pretty orange and has like gold glitters in it. So for that reason, I don't reach for it. So I'm going to be getting rid of that one. This is an Hourglass bronzer. This one is in the shade Luminous Bronze Light. I really like this one. It's very hard to go overboard with it. So I am going to be keeping that one. The Too Faced Chocolate Bronzer. This is the old packaging and they recently just repackaged it. I love the smell of chocolate, and this one's a very neutral tone as well, so I'm going to be keeping this one. So this one I really used to like for bronzer and blush. Like I said though, it is one of the first bronzers I ever purchased, so it's probably getting old, so I am going to be passing that one along. It's just like that blush I showed you before, so it's Too Faced bronzer in Sweet Tea. I really like this one for luminous highlight for summer. This is a Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This is what it looks like on the inside. As you can see, I really only use these 2 shades out of the palette. So it kind of seems like a waste to have all this excess. I am going to be keeping it until these 2 are used, and then after that I will be tossing it. And in the future, I'm just going to buy the refillable pans of these 2 since I don't utilize the rest of the palette, so it seems just kind of like a waste. This is a Becca bronzer, so it has different strips of bronzer on the inside and 2 highlighting strips on the outside. This is in the shade Sunset Waves. I really like this one. It's really perfect for summer, and it's really nice for travel as well with the highlight shades, because you can use that as a highlight and then use the bronzer as well. And if you mix it all together, it makes a glowy bronze, which I really like. So this is all what I'm keeping, and then this is what I'm getting rid of. So overall, I think I got rid of maybe half of my makeup in those categories. So it feels really nice to kind of consolidate everything, have it all together. And I feel like I'll get a lot more use out of my products now that I did declutter ones that I'm not getting maximum use out of. In this part 2 of this video, I am going to be going over eyeshadow palettes, face palettes, and single eyeshadows. So if you're interested in watching that, definitely subscribe to my channel below. If you have any video requests, please leave them down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Oh my god. Literally, what am I doing? I literally look like George Washington with my hair up.